Alright, we're running another small tournament report for you today. This will be a kind of a shorter video. I'm going to talk about my list first. I am running two of the Arquitens. They both have TRC, they're an intel officer, but one is running Centaur, one is running Hand of Justice. And I've never really run either of these titles before. I mean, I've played against Centaur, but I've never used Hand of Justice before. So that was going to be interesting. He can kind of help that get a TRC, an evade back, but he's really there for this Gazanti. Our flagship is going to be Mahdi with the Quasar 2, Pursuant, Ruthless Strategists, Flight Controllers, Callus, and Boosted Comms. We're really going anti-squadron on this guy. And yeah, he's, it's weird having him as my flagship, but he'll have 8 hulls, so it's not really too bad considering Mahdi. The Gazanti here is the real fun one. We've got Tua giving it ECM, so we can really make sure we stay alive. 4 hull because of Mahdi, and then Hand of Justice can reset the scatter if we really need to. We have Suppressor on here and Bomber Command, so we can put this guy kind of far forward, let him wreak havoc, and he'll be hard to kill. That's the goal here. He's still killable, but it will take some sustained fire to bring him down. And then for squadrons, we're running a single fire spray, Darth Vader as an escort, a single Jumpmaster, a Tempest Squadron with Bomber, who's got that, and then 4 TIE Bombers. So we have 8 squadrons total, 6 of them have Bomber. Vader can also get the crit damage through, even though he doesn't have Bomber. And Jumpmaster doesn't. Jumpmaster's the only weak one, but he's certainly doing a lot of work in this build. We have, well, it looks like 5 people today, so it's a smaller tournament. We just had a lot of people in our last one, so hopefully it's a fun day. Oh, and then I had one of these from last week also, was the Alt-Art Hera. Hera and some tokens. So my first game is going to be a mirror match, and this is Bernie's got a Thrawn and a Simoon with Strategic Advisor, Gunnery Teams, and Intensify Firepower. A Quasar with Gunnery Teams, Callus, Flight Controllers, and Stronghold. See, it's funny, you're running a Quasar 2 with Callus, and so am I. With Flight Controllers also. Gazanti with Instructor Goran, interesting, and a Gazanti with Commsnet and Suppressor. I also have Suppressor, so we have a lot of similarities. Squadrons are different though. He's got 6 regular ties, Howlrunner, and Dengar, so that's going to be wild. So Callus is going to hopefully do some work here. So we're getting ready. All right, so we're set up here. We went with, I chose Dangerous Territory, figuring that, I don't think I really helped him as much. I mean, he'll get some points, but he'll also take damage in the process, and I was able to place the station close to me, so that kind of helps. Well, then there's 2 more over there, so I don't think they're going to help all that much, but he did kind of split up Howlrunner and Dengar a little bit. Howlrunner's on that side, Dengar's on that side. So that's going to be interesting, and then that Simoon's off to the side, so that's going to come in and try and hurt. So we'll see how it goes. I am hoping this is fun. Here we are finishing up round 1 of this first game. I'm not going to do every round, but it's kind of interesting movement here, trying to stay out of those front arc Gazantis, try to minimize that initial Gazanti, or Quasar damage rather. Yeah, fun stuff. And then Simoon's coming in at speed 3. All right, this is getting really tricky. We are getting ready to start round 3. His Quasar is an amazing deal here, defense against mine, because the Stronghold title means all these shots are obstructed, so my Quasar can't even get his 1-die shot off into all of those squadrons because of that, which is really, really, really tremendously bad for me. So yeah, that's rough. So I have to kill that Quasar, and I couldn't quite. He's got 1 hull left, but he's got no defense tokens left, so. And he brought everything else up just to kind of provide that covering screen, so I had to send like Boba Fett and Vader over here. And then he moved this guy in really quick, so it looks like I'm going to be doing this little Arquitens here first. Yeah, so we're going to have to do that. Alright, let's have fun with the rest of this. Alright, I didn't get the ending of game 1, but I did manage to take out the ISD, and then that was, he only had flotillas and squadrons left, so that gave me the win, because the 2 Gazantis were going to be hard to kill, but I did really well by not having to worry about that because the FAQ changed it. So that one was really important, and the Arquitens really were like the heroes of that. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to fly a list that's not going to be, I'll go up against a list that's not going to be particularly nice for all of my squadrons. It's 6 Raiders, guys. 6 Raiders. Have you ever seen 6 Raiders before? Which one's your flagship? Right here.
Right here.
Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, a Screed with, of course, redundant shields and Tua. Wow, this is awesome. All right, quad laser turrets, assault concussions. Quad laser turrets, sensor team, assault concussions. Wow, really? If you really absolutely positively got to have that accuracy. Assault concussions, quad laser turrets, assault concussions, quad laser turrets. Wow, you really want to stop? Okay. And then impetuous, and then callous. All right, so callous has that, and you got them all marked as well. Okay, great. This is gonna be freaking. All right, so we're getting ready to start game 2. He had a huge. What was your initiative bid?
It was
376. So he definitely wanted first player. We went with most wanted. I kind of set up here and just installed with squadrons for setup with this guy, and I thought for sure I was going to just make my Gozanti the most wanted. However, after he kind of split his forces up, I'm like, well, maybe I don't want the guy in the middle that he's going to be able to kill as the most wanted ship. Maybe I want it as my flagship, which may be a bad choice. But I figure since he's all the way back in the corner, and I really only have to face like 3 ships at a time, maybe it's worth it. I will find out, because we're here to have fun, not necessarily to make sure we win, but more to have fun. And I think going with the Gozanti would be maybe the safer choice, or maybe not. I really don't know. He's got these guys coming at speed 4, so we're going to be in shooting range in no time. So yeah, let's see how turn 1 goes. All right, into the first round, these guys jumped up pretty fast to maintain their speed 4. The Raiders on the other side are turning around. He's trying to do the pincer, and I'm hoping not to overshoot him and put myself right in the middle of the pincer, but we'll see. An objective ship there is in the front, and I'm expecting that guy will probably activate first, but we'll see. All right, so we're halfway through turn 2. I've done all of my stuff, so he's got 2 more ships to move. The interesting part here is he got a lot of flak damage. He actually killed, well, almost. He got, like, my fire spray's down to 1. He's got a lot of damage on all of these fighters. And a lot of it's from counter, because I used bombers to I took out 2 Raiders on turn 2, which was really helpful. One of them was the objective ship, though, so I had extra dice from that. But yeah, it was, but he does have this guy. He's first player, and he's got a close black die shot. And he's gonna have a lot of flak. He could just flak and do a lot of damage. I don't know what he's gonna do. I gave him some tough choices. Like, do you want to go for that Arquitens, or do you want to flak? So, you know, it'll be interesting. That's for sure. And I'm glad to have Centaur out here, because I might end up having my Quasar out of. Having this Quasar start all the way back here is really, really helpful. All right, end of round 4. His Raiders are finally moving up. We've got a real close range engagement right there. Everybody else is kind of getting in ready behind. This guy's turned sideways to bring all the guns to bear, and this Quasar is safely in the rear so far. So I'm happy about that. At least I think the Quasar is going to make it. All right, we're starting the last round. My bombers were just a little bit too much for Screed's flagship, and now we're down to 1 last Raider. I did lose 1 Arquitens that round, but haven't lost any squadrons yet. I have a feeling that's about to change, though. All right, so we got took out the last Raider. I am down 1 Arquitens and a fire spray and a jump master. I'm glad I didn't send that other bomber in, because he would have been countered and killed. So not too shabby. Was it probably a pretty good win? All right, with 2 10-point wins, I ended up getting first place. Got some store credit. Hera and Sean got second place too. I didn't play Sean today, and Sean had a really good second game too. Tell him what happened about that bye. Did you get a bye?
Yeah, I got a bye. I live an hour away, so that's fun.
He got a bye, so that kept him at 8 points for his first win. So he was mad. And yeah, this fleet did well. The fleet did pretty well. Oh, and I brought an Akbar fleet for a friend to fly as well. But yeah, this will probably be going up on Patreon among some other promos to give out to the patrons. Big thanks to all the patrons out there. I want to thank you guys so much for your support. I'll be posting a link here later this week. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.